All right, today, third graders, I am going to read, I don't know, should I call it a read aloud? But to me, it is some information that we need about the weather. So let's get started. My name is Adriana. I am a weather scientist, which is also called a meteorologist. My job is to predict what the weather will be like outside and let people know about it. It's a hard job. The weather's changing all the time. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's windy, sometimes it's snowing, sometimes it's a few of these things at once. It's difficult to say exactly what the weather's going to do and when. So, how do meteorologists do it? For starters, we use a lot of interesting technology to try to predict the weather correctly. One thing we use is called radar. By looking at radar, we can see what the weather is like in several places at once and see what might be coming our way. Without technology like this, we would find it harder to predict the weather and people wouldn't be able to prepare. Let's look. What are these? Another important part of being a meteorologist is observing weather patterns. To do this, we measure the condition outside each day. One tool we use is this. It's called a thermometer. A thermometer measures the air temperature at any given time. Even if you stay in one spot, the air temperature changes throughout the day. Sunlight warms the earth. When the sun is in the sky, it usually causes the temperature to rise. When it disappears after sunset, the temperature generally falls. As meteorologists, we also record other things, including how much it rains or snows or how windy it is. As we record weather like this, we may start to notice patterns. For example, we can observe when the sun rises and sets each day and use this information to predict when this will happen in the future. We may also see what kinds of severe weather are more likely to happen in certain areas than in other areas. A hurricane is a very dangerous and powerful storm. Some places get a lot more hurricanes than others. One of the most important parts of our job is predicting when and where severe weather like a hurricane is going to hit. Communities depend on us for this because hurricanes can be dangerous, bringing strong winds and heavy rains. When we see one coming, we put out a severe weather warning to let everyone know they need to prepare. There are lots of things people can do to prepare for a storm like a hurricane. They can cover their windows to protect against broken glass. They can stay indoors. If people live near the ocean, they may even need to go somewhere safer. Why? When a hurricane moves onto land from the ocean, a lot of rain falls. It also causes the ocean to rise, bringing even more water on shore. All that rain, big waves, and high winds can cause a lot of damage, including extreme flooding. Hurricanes are not the only earth event that can cause this type of danger. Volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and landslides are a few others. As scientists, we do our best to predict these types of events before they happen by observing patterns and looking out for warning signs. When events like this do happen, they can happen quickly. A volcano is a mountain with an opening at the top. From time to time, volcanoes can erupt and release hot lava from underground. Lava can and hot clouds of ash can come out of the volcano and wipe out everything in their path. If we are able to warn people that a volcano may soon erupt, they will have more time to get out of the way. How do we do this? A volcano gives off warning signs before it erupts. It tends to swell in size and it may release heat and gas into the sky. Weather can also have a long-term effect on the world around us. Over time, wind and water shape the land, though it can take thousands or even millions of years before their impact is fully seen. So, it is important to know about weather, and that's what meteorologists do.